The FBI lab technician injected himself with the virus on live video. His final words, "Now you'll have to tell the truth." Then he collapsed. What he revealed would destroy careers in Washington. Drop your city in the comments right now. And if you think the FBI is hiding biological weapons from the American people, smash that subscribe button. This story will blow your mind. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez had worked in the FBI's bioweapons division for 12 years. He thought he was protecting America, until he discovered the lab was creating viruses, not stopping them. Viruses that were being released in major cities to justify massive surveillance budgets and emergency powers. His live stream reached 50,000 viewers before they cut the feed. But those final 3 minutes changed everything. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Marcus Rodriguez, Senior Bioweapon Specialist, FBI Division 7. For 12 years, I've been developing biological agents under the belief we were creating vaccines and antidotes. I was wrong. We've been creating the diseases themselves. Marcus held up a vial of clear liquid. The camera focused on his face, calm, determined, terrified. This contains strain X47, a respiratory virus 300% more lethal than natural flu. It was released in Seattle last month, Portland 2 weeks ago. Tonight, it goes live in Chicago. Marcus's discovery had started 6 weeks earlier. Routine inventory check. Thousands of vials missing from the high-security vault. When he investigated, he found shipping manifests to CDC offices in major metropolitan areas. But the CDC hadn't ordered any samples, and the vials contained active weaponized pathogens, not research specimens. Someone was distributing FBI-created bioweapons to unknown recipients in America's largest cities. Marcus reported his findings to FBI Director Sarah Chen. She promised immediate investigation. Instead, he was transferred to cleanup duty, eliminating evidence of bioweapons development, destroying research files, and sterilizing lab personnel who asked questions. That's when Marcus realized he wasn't just discovering a conspiracy. He was next on the cleanup list. His supervisor handed him a new assignment. Neutralize all remaining X47 samples. Use Protocol 7. Protocol 7 meant human elimination, killing anyone with knowledge of the program. The bioweapons weren't being developed to fight foreign enemies. They were being deployed against American citizens as part of Operation Clean Slate, a federal program to create public health emergencies that would justify martial law, expanded surveillance, and suspension of constitutional rights. Marcus found the full plan in Director Chen's classified files. Stage 1. Release bioweapons in major cities. Stage 2. Blame foreign terrorists. Stage 3. Implement permanent emergency powers. Stage 4. Establish federal control over state governments. Seattle and Portland were just the beginning. 12 cities were targeted for the next phase. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez wasn't supposed to work late that Tuesday night, but inventory discrepancies had been eating at him for weeks. 3,247 vials of active biological agents missing from Vault 7, the FBI's most secure biocontainment facility. The official explanation: routine transfer to CDC research facilities. But Marcus had called the CDC. No record of any transfers, no request for FBI biological materials, no knowledge of Vault 7's existence. Marcus accessed the shipping database using his senior clearance. The vials had been sent to addresses across America, but none were CDC facilities. Instead, private medical clinics, water treatment plants, and ventilation system contractors in major metropolitan areas. Someone was distributing weaponized pathogens to civilian infrastructure points. Marcus ran pathogen analysis on the missing samples. What he found made his blood freeze. Strain X47. Respiratory virus engineered for maximum transmission, 72-hour incubation, 67% fatality rate in healthy adults. Strain Y23. Waterborne bacteria causing organ failure, undetectable until death. Strain Z91. Airborne pathogen mimicking seasonal flu but triggering autoimmune collapse. All three had been deployed in American cities over the past 8 weeks. Marcus cross-referenced deployment dates with CDC outbreak reports. Perfect match. The mysterious flu outbreaks in Seattle, Portland, and Denver weren't natural. They were FBI bioweapon attacks on American civilians. Marcus requested emergency meeting with FBI Director Sarah Chen. She received him immediately, suspicious for someone supposedly managing national security crises. Director Chen, we have a massive security breach. Someone is using our bioweapons against American cities. Chen's expression didn't change. Dr. Rodriguez, you're talking about classified materials above your clearance level. Mapper. Ma'am, I have senior bioweapons clearance. These are my facilities, my research, my responsibility. Someone is committing biological warfare against American civilians using weapons I helped create. Chen leaned back in her chair. Marcus, what makes you think someone is using our weapons inappropriately? Wrong response. She should have been alarmed, demanding details, launching investigation. Instead, she was asking why he thought there was a problem. She already knew about the deployments. Dr. Rodriguez, I'm transferring you to our cleanup division effective immediately. You'll be working directly with Agent Patterson on evidence management. Agent Patterson's file showed 15 years in personnel management, FBI euphemism for eliminating problematic employees. Marcus left Chen's office knowing he had hours, maybe minutes, before they moved against him. But he also knew something they didn't. He'd been recording everything for the past 6 months. Every conversation, every document access, every suspicious order, all stored on encrypted drives hidden in his home safe. Marcus drove straight home, retrieved the evidence drives, and made 12 copies. He mailed them to journalists, scientists, and foreign intelligence contacts who could ensure international exposure. Then, he set up his livestream equipment. If the FBI was going to kill him, they'd have to do it in front of 50,000 witnesses. Marcus prepared 3 vials, one containing strain X47, one containing the antidote he'd developed secretly, and one containing saline solution. The viewers wouldn't know which was which until the end. Good evening. My name is Dr. Marcus Rodriguez. In approximately 10 minutes, FBI agents will arrive at my home to eliminate me for discovering their biological warfare program against American civilians. The viewer count was climbing rapidly. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. For the past 12 years, I believed I was developing bioweapons to protect America from foreign attacks. I was actually creating weapons to be used against American cities by our own government. Marcus held up the shipping manifests, deployment schedules, and pathogen specifications. Seattle outbreak, FBI strain X47, Portland outbreak, FBI strain Y23. Denver outbreak, FBI strain Z91, all released by federal agents at civilian population centers. The FBI's Operation Clean Slate calls for biological attacks on 12 major cities to justify permanent martial law and federal takeover of state governments. Tonight, Chicago is targeted for the largest deployment yet. Marcus picked up the first vial. This contains strain X47, the same bioweapon used in Seattle. If I inject myself with this, I'll be dead within 72 hours, but my death will prove these weapons exist and force investigation. The chat exploded. Viewers begging him to stop, others calling it fake, many demanding more proof. Director Chen, if you're watching, and I know you are, call off the Chicago deployment, end Operation Clean Slate, or watch me die on camera and explain to Congress why your bioweapons killed an FBI scientist. Marcus inserted the needle into his arm. The antidote is in my safe. The evidence drives were mailed 4 hours ago. International media will receive everything by morning. The choice is yours, Director Chen. Marcus injected the full vial and set the syringe down calmly. For 30 seconds, nothing happened. Then he began coughing. Blood appeared on his lips. His hands started shaking. Strain X47 is faster than we thought. Chen, you have 12 hours to stop Chicago deployment before Congress sees what you've done. Marcus collapsed forward onto his desk. The camera kept rolling. Within minutes, the live stream was pulled from every platform. FBI Cyber Division claimed terrorist propaganda and began scrubbing all copies, but thousands of viewers had recorded the stream. International news picked up the story immediately. BBC, Deutsche Welle, RT, Al Jazeera all ran breaking news about American bioweapon scientist's death confession. At 11:47 p.m., FBI Director Chen held emergency press conference. Dr. Rodriguez suffered mental breakdown and made false allegations before taking his own life with stolen laboratory materials. But Chen made a critical error. She referred to stolen materials when Marcus had never mentioned stealing anything. Congress launched immediate investigation. International observers demanded access to FBI bioweapons facilities. The United Nations Security Council called emergency session on American biological warfare programs. Marcus's evidence drives contained everything: correspondence between FBI and CDC showing coordinated outbreak responses, financial records of payments to private contractors for civilian deployment, and recorded conversations between Director Chen and Pentagon officials discussing population control measures. But the most damning evidence was security camera footage from Vault 7, showing FBI agents removing thousands of vials and loading them into unmarked vehicles bound for American cities. The autopsy revealed Marcus's final deception. He hadn't injected himself with strain X47. The vial contained a powerful sedative combined with theatrical blood capsules. He'd faked his own death to ensure maximum impact for his revelation. Marcus emerged from hiding 72 hours later, very much alive, to testify before emergency congressional hearing. "I staged my death because living FBI scientists can be discredited, transferred, or eliminated. Dead martyrs cannot. Now the whole world is watching, and Director Chen cannot silence the truth." Director Chen was arrested on charges of biological warfare against American civilians. Operation Clean Slate was exposed and terminated. The FBI's bioweapons division was completely dismantled, but Marcus's investigation revealed the program had been running for 8 years. Over 40 natural disease outbreaks had actually been federal bioweapon deployments designed to test emergency response systems and public compliance with martial law measures. The victims in Seattle, Portland, and Denver, 2,847 Americans, had died in their own government's biological warfare experiments. 6 months after the congressional hearings, a new respiratory virus emerged in major European cities. The pathogen analysis showed striking similarities to FBI strain X47. Marcus received encrypted message. Operation Clean Slate wasn't just American. International bioweapons deployment proceeding as scheduled. Your exposure delayed, but didn't stop the program. A friend. The FBI bioweapons scandal had only revealed the American portion of a global biological warfare program targeting civilian populations worldwide. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez saved American cities by exposing Operation Clean Slate. But how many other government bioweapons programs remain hidden? How many natural outbreaks are actually biological warfare tests? What do you think? Could other mysterious disease outbreaks have been government bioweapon experiments? Have you noticed suspicious patterns in recent health emergencies? Tell us in the comments which outbreaks deserve investigation. And if this story made you question what your government might be hiding, subscribe for more classified truths they don't want exposed. Remember, when the government creates both the problem and the solution, always ask who benefits from the crisis.